Okay. Oh, I guess we are live. Let's see. Bear with me, bear with me. Got it. Let's start the video. There we go. All right. Okay, so this is my first time doing a live video on YouTube. I'm seeing if I can, not a live video, but a live meditation. So give me a moment, please, while I am setting this up. I might not be doing this quite right. All right, well, anyways. Oh, there we are. There we are. All right. Okay, we're going to give it a few minutes to see if people are joining, whether anybody joins or not. I will be giving the guidance. So, good deal. If you are on, would you mind dropping a chat, a note in the chat so that I can see that my volume is okay? All right. All right. So, all these various technologies, right? It's pretty awesome. Okay. So, good morning. My name is Andrea Mai. And this morning, as I was sitting, I've been working with a guide that came to me through this beautiful oracle card deck called Keepers of the Light by Kyle Gray. So Keepers of the Light, it's really wonderful, really powerful deck for me. And so back in September, I did I had this program I was going through, Hira Hosen. She does wonderful teachings, a lot of Egyptian and Tantra-based material. And I'm going to move this camera over just a little. And so I did a program she started called Black Diamond Tantra. And that program kind of started some connection with some different guides for me. One that has come to me often that I haven't worked with in any capacity other than he comes to me often through this oracle card deck, and it's White Eagle. And so I'm going to share this with you. White Eagle. And so it's all about ancestor spirit. It's about family and about clearing the family lines, clearing the wounds that we have in our bloodlines, in our physical bodies. And of course, there's a lot, right? This morning I went back and I did this meditation. I sat down and I felt somebody trying to come through. I felt like I needed a message to be clarified, to come through clearly. So I went to the deck to see if it was any of them that was really trying to connect. And White Eagle came to me once again. He's been coming to me a lot lately. So when I work with the deck, I set an intention, and it was very clear this morning. It was, who has the message I'm supposed to receive today? Who is here? Who is closest to me, so that I can receive? Because I feel somebody trying to send something through, and I'd like a little clarity. So that was my intention. That was what I was sending out. And White Eagle popped up once again. He came to me. He and Kali came to me about 2 weeks ago with a message that I'm supposed to be focusing and sharing messages about clearing family wounds, clearing generational trauma. Family trauma, sometimes it's not even trauma, right? It's just this buildup from one generation to the next, inside of ourselves. Patterns, programs, habits, ways of being. I've spent most of my life trying to clear anything that wasn't of the highest vibration, the highest frequency. I come from wonderful people, and my wonderful people also carry a lot of baggage, just like your wonderful people do. And so it's really important to know that we can let go of all of that. We can let go of what is not ours to carry. My experience has been that most of what we are carrying that is really lowering our vibration is just old gunk. Think about your pipes, right? If your pipes don't get cleaned up, maybe the shower trap, right? All the stuff we wash off, and it gets stuck down in the drain. And that's it. This is stuff that's stuck down in our DNA, down in our cells. The beauty is, if you start now, if you begin today working in a new way with yourself, all of those cells regenerate. They regenerate. You can take new language and program your body. Your water cells, I've been doing a lot of work, and I'll be sharing more of this around water. The ability, we are mostly water. We are mostly water, and water carries the messages to our programming centers. It is the software, and also the hardware, as near as I can tell, right? It is our body, and it also carries the message. So when you change the message for yourself, when you change the vibration, change the frequency of how you are intentionally interacting or unintentionally, I'm inviting you to bring in intentionality, inviting you to start noticing the words you use, start noticing how they affect how you feel. There's a lot that can shift quite rapidly when you start to be very intentional about your words. And that doesn't mean you can't have a sense of humor. I spent a long time not having a sense of humor. And well, that's just not a lot of fun. We don't have to be super serious about it, but we can change how we use our words the reason because is they affect our body. So, I mean, some of you may have heard of Dr. Emoto, Masuro Emoto. I had the privilege of working on a book draft with someone, exploring his work, exploring Dr. Emoto's work and many others, how they were working with language. But the beauty, so Dr. Emoto, if you've never found him, he did this simple experiments where he took water, and then later he took rice, and he put something as simple. He just wrote love on the side of a jar of water, and then the water was then frozen, and they sliced off these crystals, and you got these beautiful, beautiful crystals that came through when you had words like love and harmony and peace, and if you had terrible sounds or terrible words, aggressive, then you were very distorted, right? You might call them ugly, but let's just say distorted, okay? So anyways, that's a little background. I want to get into the meditation, and I'd like to invite you to a space where we begin with ourselves, and we are going to extend that out. And so as I was doing this meditation this morning, oh, it was lovely where it ended up taking me. So I'm going to get comfortable here. If you hang around with me long enough, you'll know I am very much about comfort and supporting yourself, because a lot of the work we do on ourselves is going to make you uncomfortable, and that's okay. Uncomfortable isn't a bad thing. It's just a thing to work with. I'm going to take a sip of water here. Excuse me. I can't see the chat or anything like that. Let me see. Maybe if I move it over. All right. Anyway, here we go. So get yourself comfortable. One more time. There we go. I'm going to go. This is going to go as long as it goes, okay? So today we're talking about healing one to heal many. And this is a message I've received over and over and over and over and over and over for, I would say, a year and a half. Healing one to heal the many. We are one. We are one who has forgotten. The many are in the one, and the one is in the many. When I started disconnecting from the word God, which I sort of come back around to a little bit, but when the phrase all in all, so the all in all, the beautiful way for me to connect to everything, everyone, and come from a place of deep love and understanding that everything is vibrational and we don't have to judge it. I did a video about that yesterday, but okay, so into the meditation. Let's get ourselves comfortable. I invite you to close your eyes. If you're on a computer, you might even turn away from the screen unless you really feel compelled to watch as I give the instruction. So let's take a moment to get comfortable in our body. Notice it, whether it's comfortable or not comfortable. I'm going to start with a scan of the body. Let's begin at the bottom of the feet. And with your intent, with your awareness, with your mind's eye, I want you to scan from the bottom of your body, from the bottom of your feet or your seat. And just run your mind's eye all the way up. Slowly noticing any points of discomfort, tension, sluggishness, anywhere that your body doesn't feel optimal. Okay. I'm going up Going up and up, all the way to the crown. Okay, all the way to the crown. Take a breath. Bring it down. Bring the awareness down slowly through the head. Okay. And finally, let's come to rest in our center, in our core. This is your heart space. It's referred to in many ways, the tiny space of the heart. Your essence. For me, this space is right in the chest area, but you may find it somewhere else. It's my truth spot. This is the place. I'm going to give you a little invitation to rest in that space. This is a meditation I've been doing for a long time. So rest your awareness in that heart space. Taking nice, steady breaths in and out. In through the nostrils, out through the nostrils. If that's difficult, you can crack your mouth just a little bit open. Tip of your tongue on the roof of your mouth behind your teeth. And this will open up a beautiful passageway for you to breathe easier. And now, let's spend a minute here. Noticing the body, noticing the breath, noticing the experience of your body breathing. Breathing from the heart space. Allowing your heart, front and back, the chest and the back, to expand more and more. Okay, now bring your awareness down to, from the heart, down one layer around the diaphragm, the solar plexus area, so the upper abdominal area, right below the rib cage. And let's breathe into there. Let's breathe in maybe 7 or 8 good breaths. All the while expanding, so allowing that whole space to expand with you. Imagining that the breath is actually coming in to that area. Noticing if you need to adjust your body to make that easier to do. Okay. Now we're going to bring it down into the abdomen, into the lower abdomen, into the womb, whether you're male or female, anatomically, whether you have your organs or not, as a woman. If you've had a hysterectomy, that's fine. We still have the energetic womb. Men as well have this. Think of it as the birthplace within you, and the place from which other things also birth out of. We carry a lot of emotion there. So let's breathe into that. That would be around the sacrum, and sort of from the navel or the belly button down to the top of the pelvic and hip region. The sacrum is a triangular sort of bone on your lower back, where the lower back curves and drops down into the hips. And I really would like you to experience what that's like to expand that area. All of these areas, in my experience, are where so much of the family patterns, programs, wounds, joys, good and the bad, where it's stored for most of us. Okay. Allowing your body to rock and shift if you need to open that up. You may even want to stand so that you can really feel that region expand. And we're going to bring it down to the root. The root would be at the perineum, the very base, between the genitals and the anus. And so bring your awareness there. Really expand. And now what I'd like you to do is actually breathe deeply into that area, from that area. Breathe deeply from the whole, from the root to the sacrum, opening that up with your mind. So using your imagination and actually allowing the breath to come in through the pores of your skin. The nostrils are not the only way we breathe. The mouth is not the only way we breathe. Our skin and our body are always breathing with us. And so this area, we can bring the breath in through there. So bring it into the core of that region. And as you're breathing in, allowing, almost like you are bearing down to go to the bathroom. Allow that pressure to just expand and sort of open the hips. Noticing your breath going deep down on the front, deep down into the lower abdomen. Letting the hips expand. The pelvic bones to expand. This is a beautiful, powerful tool to open yourself up. You may find there's a lot of experience of emotion trapped there. And then when you start doing this breathing technique, it really unleashes some things. And that's beautiful because then you can release it. You can let it go. There may be memories attached to the emotion. Again, we can let those ride, let them play out on the screen and let them keep going. There's something to process there for you, and you can come back to it, ask questions, get to know it with the understanding and the intention that you want to let it go. Because choosing to hold on, it's a choice. It's a choice. All right. So, and now I invite you to choose which area between the heart space and the root that you want to stay with as we begin to work with family. So first we're going to raise our vibration. So I invite you to take a breath. And with that breath, I want you to bring in lightness, joy. I say I always go for the low-hanging fruit. the easy things, the kittens, the puppies, the baby goats, the baby ducks. Bring it in. Um, the light of the morning sun. Bring that in to that space that you are holding. So for me, I've been carrying a lot in my abdomen area. So I'm going to bring that light into that area. Again, you're continuing to breathe and you're continuing to amplify joy. So we're healing the one. We are the one. We are one. I am one. I am many. Okay. I want you to extend when you feel like you're starting to light up. This may happen immediately, it may take time. Any thread that is of love, pure love, um, I want you to just rest with that for a moment and then extend it. Extend it to your parents and siblings if you have them, whether you are in communication with them or not, whether they are here on this planet with you or not. This is your immediate family, your relatives. Okay, we're going to start with that. We're sending that light, sending that love from our heart space out. Imagine a clear line of light, like an electrical stream, an energetic stream of pure, brilliant light moving from you through them. So this is moving back in time. And we extend that to any siblings. Again, this isn't about if you're in communication with them right now, if it feels good or not. Just send the light. Drop the judgment, send the light. You're going to have a lot of opportunity to come back to the difficult points and work with those. But for now, just allow yourself this moment. Send them pure light. Across all timelines, lifetimes, dimensions, and realms. When you exhale, exhale forcefully, exhale deeply, sending that light out. Okay, now imagine, if you will, it's like tributaries, right? tributaries. So you are the river of this light, sending it out, streaming out to maybe the lake or the pond, the creeks and the streams, the underwater groundwater, the rivers underneath the earth. Sending this out to the family, to all who have our bloodline. Your parents have their parents. Those parents have their parents. All the siblings, all the brothers and sisters, all of it. Imagine that family tree, just in immense numbers of people that you can send that endless, limitless, completely infinite supply of light, high frequency light streaming through them with the one intention to heal one, heal the many, heal one, heal the many. Love and light and darkness. The darkness that is there to deal with will arise. But for now, we are sending clear streams of light to illuminate the darkness that we carry in us, the shadows. Now we're sending this forward in time to the generations to come. Whether you have children or not, send it out to the children somewhere in your bloodline. All the children, maybe they're your siblings, children, your nieces and nephews, maybe it is your children, maybe it is your grandchildren, maybe it is nieces, nephews, the children of cousins. Sending this out, little threads, filaments of light, weaving patterns, infinite light, weaving constantly. Out, out, out. Running from the river of you all the way to the ocean of the many, the container of the many. This light runs through you. You don't have to generate it in order to give it, to send it. Allow it to pass through you. Allow it with your intention to go through to the many. Allow it to go to one more. And then to one more. And then to one more. And all that extend from that. Bring it, the awareness, back to our physical self. And let's expand this thread, this filament of light, these pure energetic beams of light out through us. There are many, many techniques that we can clear in order for more light to come into us and to shine out of us, by clearing shadows from family. More light can expand within us, through us, to them, to many. If you extend this far enough back, we are all connected. Connected on this earth, all the way back to one, all the way out into the galaxies, into the cosmos, beyond the universe, in the universe. Billions upon billions upon billions. We can send this as far as we dare, as far as we want. And at the other end is the one. Thank you. I invite you now to draw your attention, your awareness back into yourself, into your heart space. Just bring it back in. You've done beautiful, beautiful work today, letting the light run through you, sending it out with intention to heal the one and heal the many. Take a moment when you're ready and come back into yourself. Okay. Thank you for being with me. Let me read you right now. Interesting. Working with these cards, working with White Eagle. I'm actually getting ready to go home to Minnesota, and I've been doing a lot of work for the last few years, especially around family. Whew, I feel dizzy. Doing a lot of work around my own family line and what that means, because I feel incredibly fortunate to have come in to people who there's beautiful light inside of them. They don't always recognize it, and but I was fortunate, and I don't ever uh, forget that. And so, anyways, I'm going home this weekend, or not this weekend. I'm going home tomorrow, up to northern Minnesota for a while, for the week. It was very impromptu. So let me tell you how this works. When you start doing this kind of work and you're raising your vibration, you're raising your frequency, you're clearing, you're releasing, you're letting go, you're healing in yourself, you are healing, you are having a healing effect, you are lighting up the world. You are lighting up your world, whether that means your world seems small. You go to the grocery store on Tuesdays to pick up your fresh lettuce and pea pods, you know, and you go to the counter, and you might sometimes feel like you're the only light in the store. But then you start to see it. You start to see it in others, whether they see it in themselves or not. And when we can see it in others and see it for others, no matter what choices any of us are making, when we can see the light, when we can send the light, we can change everything instantly, instantly. So let me just read to you White Eagle. This is from again, the Keepers of the Light Oracle deck. And this is what it says. I'm just going to read you just a short bit about it. But White Eagle, he is the guide who helps create clear channels in our bloodlines and our spiritual lineage so we can access the heart of the Creator. So that's what we did a little bit of here today. Thank you for being here. I am going to be hosting, at least that's the plan right now, hosting a workshop, Healing Family Wounds. We're going to really get into it with practical tools to help you do that, so that you can keep raising that frequency high, so that we can shift all of this, so that we can shift into our own highest timeline, into our own optimal frequency for these bodies and this time and this world and this earth. We're going to do that. So if that is of interest to you, again, the plan for right now is December 11th. Please feel free to email me at andrea@purelightproject.com, and I will have the email down in the YouTube description. And also, if you are coming out to the Liberation Solstice event put on by Eldora and Simon from the House of Ra, I will be there doing healing sessions, and I would love to see you there. It is going to be powerful. If you don't know who they are, I will have links to them, to Hira, to this Oracle deck. They will all be in the description. So please check those out. If any of this connects with you, any of this resonates with you, now is our time. Now is the time to come together in any way we can to do more of this. Let's make it beautiful, you guys. So much love to you, and see you soon.